Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. My name is Adam. I'm Community Manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back again, as we were late last night, if you happen to tune in, for our Florida Panthers series. It's 2023, 2024. Last night I went through the draft and free agency, much to Jeff's chagrin, as I continue to trade away, play around with our roster, see if we could get anything to help us. And basically I've made the roster worse, and we're in it. We have one chance to win, and if we don't, we're pretty much done, Jeff. That's pretty much where we're at.
Can't believe you traded away Brett Kemp. We developed that guy from nowhere, and you send him to Winnipeg.
UFA, I said, yes. So, hi, Guido. Thanks for coming. So, things that have happened. We'll take a quick peek over. The video is being archived on our YouTube channel. It will be up at some point. It's just me nattering on as I make some draft picks. And, let's see what happens here. I'm just pulling up the transaction log, which can take a minute. So I did trade away Brent Kemp because we are right tight to the salary cap. We are like $500,000 away. We can't even hardly have an extra guy on the team. So why did that happen? Well, the number one reason is we brought in Adrian Kemp as a free agent signing July 1st, basically to give us another scoring line. We were finally able to sign Ryan Suzuki. So we have brothers in our lineup out of the NCAA, despite the fact our better player doesn't want to come. He keeps playing in the NCAA, much to me being angry about it. But to help facilitate...
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah. To help facilitate Kemp's arrival, we also traded away Spencer Knight, who was our number 4 goalie, who we brought as a free agent, and traded him quickly for a defenseman by the name of, I believe it's Brent Pess, something like that. We flipped him. Yeah, we flipped him right away for a first-round pick from Colorado because that's what they offered us. And so we got him. Then to continue to help relieve cap problems, we traded away Sebastian Aho to Montreal for a second-round pick. Sent some of our rookies down to Springfield. Sent a couple guys back down to the OHL, WHL, QMJHL. And then, yes, we sent Brent Kemp away to Winnipeg to give us even more breathing room. Unfortunately, it's the preseason, which means we started getting guys injured. So right now we have Barkov injured, which means we called Eli Tolvanen up, who hasn't really done anything for us at all. But he's a body, and he's on a not a bad contract, so we're okay with that. We also have Alex Turcotte, but he's hurt for 1 to 2 weeks, which kind of sucks right now. But as you can see, oh no, this was a mistake.
What'd you do?
I hit back, so now it's going back to the transaction log.
Oops.
Well, that happened. It'll be a minute. So we're.
So I think you're going with the rookie on D, Boulian, I guess. Eh?
Yes, we've got him out. He actually dropped from showing us 4 stars to 3 stars, but we're still going to run him. Hopefully,
so he may recover some of that.
Yeah.
He looks like he's reasonably good defensively, so he shouldn't get into too much trouble if you're careful with his ice time.
Yeah. I also, to help, because we were so tight with our team budget, I laid off about 10 staff members, or 15 staff members, so we're paying about $50,000 in compensation right now. But you can see here,
300 or so scouts you had?
Yeah, so you can see right here at the bottom, we're sitting at a salary cap of $74,448,564, with Barkov hurt on the roster and Tolvanen up, and Turcotte on injured reserve. So we're very, very close at any given time. Govets is also up because of the injuries, but he might actually sit into the lineup now, period. We don't have a lot of guys who can go up and down and clear waivers lists, so if we start dealing with injuries, it's not going to be pretty, or we're going to have to trade somebody big away to create some cap room. Oh, Guru says all of them Italian scouts. All the Italian scouts are gone. Jeff, you might have also missed, we are now the head coach GM of Team Latvia, because why not? So our players keep going. Again, just making
Okay, let's.
quick look here. We took some guys in the draft. We traded up once and grabbed some defensemen, a center, some left wings, and took a goalie. We also grabbed, I'm going to assume it's O'Halloran, that we have the O'Halloran brothers now, as Ben O'Halloran was our last pick, even though he's half-star talent, half-star potential. But why not take him if we have his brother?
Okay.
And we grabbed a couple guys who are playing in the LHJQ, but are now in the NCAA. So we kind of drafted all over the place just to see what we could do. Lots of guys from the dub, lots of guys from the Q. You can kind of look over them yourself. I picked some guys with some sweet names, like Robbie O'Quinn, because how do you not love that? And Anton Persson is the goaltender we picked up.
Springfield's looking a little thinner this year on well, pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, well, the fact is we are down to 37 players under contract because we just don't have room unless we trade away somebody. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do otherwise.
Well, as long as the guys in Springfield are on minimum salary,
Yeah.
that won't add anything.
No, the biggest concern is if we start running into injuries. Latvian scouts incoming. I actually cut down some of the Central European scouting, so it might get really interesting here pretty quick for that. But this is the sacrifice we have to make the team as good as we can. As you can see, looking at our strategy right now, despite the fact Barkov's hurt, Nick Suzuki has got up to 5 stars. So he's our number 1 center with Matthews and Tarasenko. Kemp, Vildari, Tippett, Marcheshin, Rasmussen, Govets, Tovinen, Ryan Suzuki, and Eggenberger round up our 4th line. And our defense is actually pretty solid with Dahlin and Ekblad. Ekblad, by the way, Jeff, did in fact win the Norris Trophy for us. And his first star.
Finally got an individual trophy.
Yes. Quinn Bullion slots in the second pair with Quinn Hughes. And then we have Bodine and Jake Bean on the final pair. We still might move somebody. Bullion's actually taken some fitness problems, so I'm not really sure why he's down, but we'll keep an eye on that too. Because we don't need him getting hurt.
Might have been a minor injury in a game that didn't do anything. But yeah, just keep an eye on it maybe, or give him a little bit of rest occasionally, sit him out, and drop Joseph in.
So I basically simmed through most of the preseason, and we can see a bunch of guys got waived. We really don't have anyone we can claim. We just don't have the room. I mean, we can take a quick peek here, but any salaries could be absolutely devastating to us. And some of the top guys are our own guys anyways.
Quite a few 2.5-star guys, but you would have to find somebody at a really low salary, and
yeah,
most of them are in their mid-late 20s, so it's not like they're going to be improving much from where they are. Don't see anybody above 2.5-star potential.
Yeah. Oh man, Sebastian Sorensen got injured? When did that happen? His gluteus strain. Oh no. He hurt his butt.
Yeah, he's down in Springfield, isn't he?
He is, yes, but he is on waivers for us. And he's kind of could be our call-up forward. Hopefully we don't lose anybody. But that Tarasenko contract's looking worse and worse now after we had signed him. We probably should have let him go.
Well, he's still 4 stars at least, and hopefully he can hold that for another year or two.
He is, but he's dropping. Turcotte has resumed skating, so that's good. Looks like we didn't lose anybody in waivers. And we are an early Stanley Cup favorite. So that's probably devastating.
That's what we were last year, too.
Yeah. And top defenseman could be Eric Carlson, Charlie McAvoy, or Rasmus Dahlin. No mention of even Aaron Ekblad. Rough. Wins the Norris Trophy and gets outshined by his own teammate.
Dahlin's up to 5 stars now.
Yeah. Guru says, I take it by the time this season is finished, FHM5 will be out. Hence the all or nothing approach with a smile. I always try and go all or nothing, but as I said, I still picked up a first and a second and a third round pick, so you never know. I push us forward because, there's not much to do in the off season. I'm still going to keep moving. Pittsburgh won the Stanley Cup too in 2023, in June of 2023, defeating Edmonton, and Edmonton had beat Winnipeg. So I know you'd be happy about that, Jeff.
And so you're trying to help the Jets by sending them our good young players.
Oh, come on. He was an undrafted free agent on a contract of over $1 million. I just decided it was best.
You got a third round pick out of him, so you did upgrade there?
I was about as good as I could get. And a bunch of more guys just got waived. Again, so we're getting a little bit closer. Oh no, Tovanen got hurt. What happened? Oh, he got hurt in practice. He's gone for 1 to 2 months. Oh, third degree.
That's a good thing Sorensen didn't get picked up.
All right, so now I got to figure this out. We're gonna send Barkov. How long's he got left? 1 to 2 weeks. I'm gonna send him to the injured reserve. And alright, so we got 23 spots. So I guess we're going to bring up Sorensen. Oh no, wait, Sorensen was hurt. Looks like he got put on the injured list. Yes, he's day to day. So he's not ready to play. Our former high draft pick Patrick Jorge is not ready to play. He's hurt after 1 game. Oh boy, so we're down to a 2-star or less. Need a guy we actually have under contract. And we don't actually have anybody who's fitting that bill. Whoo! So I think we're bringing up either Xavier Simoneau or Cedric Hodenchild. Thoughts?
Well, Simoneau had the better season last year. Let's see if
all right, we'll call him. I think
it's pretty close. I'd say maybe Simoneau.
So we will replace him with Simoneau with Tovanen on the injured list. We're down to 66 million. I'm just going to take a quick look at the free agency wire. Not expecting to... Well, there is actually still some guys available. Let's just look at... I'm just wondering if we can get somebody to send them down. Let's look at actual current ability. Cody Eakin is kicking around still. Connor Roberts, 6'3", can play all forward positions. What's he want? 1.13 million in 3 years. If he ends up sitting in the minors, it's not really hurting us. So, yeah, let's do that. See if he'll sign. Old man Nick Patin, who is in the SHL, is available as well.
40-year-old Duncan Keith, too.
Yeah, we're looking for forwards, though. Former Milos Roman, who he kind of... What does he want? He wants 925. Okay. For 1 year. Let's see if we can bring him back. Alright. So we got a couple guys signed. We'll send them down immediately. Oh, Romain's got... Okay, Romain's 2.5 stars, so maybe we end up keeping him up. Or how about Roberts? Roberts is 2.5 stars, too. Maybe we'll keep Connor Roberts up and send Milos Roman down. So rather than playing Simino right now, we'll put Robertson. And I should assign Roberts a jersey number. He's going to have number 95. I'm going to send Simino back down as well so he can keep playing. And we'll go with this and see what happens. Alright, so Hellebuck's in net. One other thing, we changed to the torpedo attack because our old system just wasn't working anymore for us. And our first game is a 6-3 loss, so that hurts. And Ghost Bear is with Toronto now. And he did the damage to start the game.
Yeah, I know we got injuries, but that's not a fantastic start.
No, so let's look at the ratings here. Nicholas Bodine, offensive game rating of 42. Bouillon, offensive game rating of 46. Eggenberger, defensive game rating of 46. Ekblad, offensive game rating of 47. Grigor Govets, defensive game rating of 47. Marcheshin, 44. Rasmussen, 40. Oh man, that hurts. Tarasenko, 48. That's just a bad game overall.
Yeah, just a lot of bad defensive play from the forwards.
Okay, Bouillon's still down. I'm going to just sit him for a bit and put in Joseph and see if he gets back to game shape.
Yeah, a couple of days rest should get him back there.
Oh, that was another thing with Kemp, too. He showed up out of shape, so that was part of the reason why we moved him, too.
Okay.
I was mad, and I'm like, you come to camp out of shape, you're gone. Trading. You're done. You will no longer exist on this team. And so we can see a minor trade. Second round pick. Alright, some guys got claimed on waivers. Game versus Colorado. We will put in Carter Hart for this game. Sim it out, and we picks up the win 4-1. Alright, so they score first, but then Nick Suzuki followed by Ryan Suzuki score to make it 3-1. Tippett adds another one. Nick Bodine picks up 2 assists. Overall, we're back to 1-1, so I feel much better about that. Start. Frankly, we'll be better too once Turcotte and
The injuries come back, yeah. Barkov.
And there's some dressing room shenanigans. All right, game versus Tampa Bay tomorrow. We're actually high enough right now we can't even afford to offer guys contracts for next year. So game versus Tampa Bay, our old rivals. Hellebuck's in net. Sim it out, and we lose 7-2. Hellebuck, what are you doing? We're up 1-0 and then just absolutely crapped the bed.
We outshot them badly, too.
Oh, boy.
Taking a lot of penalties, it seems like.
Some of that could be our new... Still working on our new go.
Are we still getting familiar with that? When did you switch it over?
Just at the start of the season. So we're...
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Wow, Nashville loses 2 of their first 3 games and fires their coach. Doug Waite has been fired. Little patience in Nashville.
Just looking at how they did last season, was he already on the bubble? Oh yeah, they were dead last in the league last year.
Guys on waivers, but again, guys, due to creative asks in the chat. So, Jeff, who's going to be the number one NHL forward in the FHM5 this season? And the correct answer is Mark Scheifele.
Sure. Now you got to ask Matana, not me, for the ratings there, but test so far it's looking like McDavid.
And semi-game versus... Oh, geez, we lose 2-0 versus Pittsburgh. Man, we cannot catch a break. I was doing a long-term sim in a game, and funnily enough, rewriting some history, Wayne Gretzky was no longer the number one goal scorer.
Yeah, I've been looking at you're talking about FHM5?
I don't know what you're talking about. I said in a game.
In a game, okay.
In a game.
That you happen to be testing. Not necessarily this one.
I didn't say testing. I just said in a game I happen to be playing. And Lafleur took over as the number one goal scorer. Nick Suzuki seemed to be finding a bit of his mojo, so that's cool. Leon's back to 100, so we're going to put him back in for Joseph. See if that helps too.
Yeah, you should do a little better now, these. Properly rested. Doesn't look well. Stamina's a little on the low side, just so you want to keep an eye on that. You may drop down if you're playing them back-to-backs. Or...
Wait, what? I didn't know Gretzky played Fortnite. I don't know what Gretzky does. Maybe he does in his spare time. And Dorchas in the chat. Release date, insert winky face, a hint of an angry face. There'll be information coming at some point. Just
soon, very soon.
The biggest problem is Jeff keeps changing his mind on everything. That's what it is, right?
Yeah. That's it. I'm the one that's doing that.
Yep. And so we're 2-3 through 4 points. Our owner is going to be very upset with us right now.
Nah, still early for that.
I don't know. He was mad that we only won who got swept in the first round last year. Barkov is back soon. Yay! Game versus Buffalo here. Still have all cold goalies.
Thing is, you had a really big season, regular season last year. So if we get into it like a month or two in, we're still playing like this, you actually may wind up in trouble.
We got a 3-0 win there, and Hellbuck got a little hot.
Okay, that's better.
That's good news. Sean Couturier got waived by Anaheim. Teams are getting very vindictive as players get older. You know, there's an option when you create your stream, Dorch, to just tag hockey in general. That might be a better idea. And Alex Turcotte is back soon. Barkov is officially back.
Okay, so now we should get rolling.
All right, so Barkov brings us up to less than 400,000 away from the cap. So he's coming in for... Who's the guy we signed? Roberts. find the right spot here. Barkov, right? Okay. So he's coming in. We're going to send Roberts down to the minor leagues. He has to be placed on waivers, but I think it's worth it. Gives us a little more salary cap space, especially with Turcotte coming back. And we'll redo the lines here. Barkov resumes the number 1 center line. Suzuki bumps down. Voldari and Ryan Suzuki on the bottom. Alright. Barkov is only at 80% though, so hopefully he gets a little bit more better game shape. Also, part of the reason I streamed last night was to test my new setup. If something sounds off, please let me know. I think I got everything set back.
Yeah, you've cut out a couple of times on me, but nothing, not worse at least than the old one. And the stream hasn't broken, so that's always good.
Okay. We're also getting hit with thunderstorms here, and my lights are just flickering a bit. So if we disappear off air, that will be why.
Yeah, that'll take me with it because we're streaming through Adam's setup, so
yeah,
that will be the end of the broadcast if that happens.
Yes. Not that I'm saying it'll happen. So 5-2 win versus Tampa Bay. Finally getting a bit of a roll here. We're over 500. It's snowing here in Calgary. Well, all right then.
Come on, seriously, it is?
That's amazing.
Oh, I don't miss living in Calgary. I mean, well, there are parts of it I miss, but I don't miss the weather. Man.
All right, so Alex Turcotte is officially back. So that gives us another guy to come in.
And not even the middle of September yet. Snow. Wow.
Okay, so who's coming out then? I guess it's Go Vets.
Or Eggenberger.
Let's see who's doing better. 1 assist for.
It looks like Go Vets is slightly better defensively than Eggenberger is.
You know what? Eggenberger's at +1 and Go Vets at -3. So Go Vets is coming out. I'm also going to send Go Vets straight down because we're going to need the salary cap room.
Oh, who's waiver?
He's waiver exempt.
Yeah, he's waiver exempt. Who we got? We got him, Suzuki, Boulian. Although Boulian he's 19, isn't he? Yeah, he would have to go back right to the queue.
Yeah. Freaking Canada, your weather is so busted, says Lacos1234. Thanks for coming, Lacos. And Dorch says, yeah, it's supposed to snow all weekend. Nah, man, that's Alberta. Alberta's crazy with them mountains. So we're gonna redo our lines again with Turcotte on here, and he comes in.
Is this sorry? The guy from Manitoba is making fun of Alberta's weather.
Yeah, exactly.
You got 2 seasons there: winter and mosquito.
3 seasons, thank you. Winter and mosquito.
What's the other one?
Road construction.
Oh, okay.
And we pick up another win. Carter Hart comes in, gets a 3-2 win. And Quinn Hughes scores, assisted by Quinton Boulian.
First NHL point?
No, that was his second and third assists.
Oh, wow.
So I missed where he got his first
after a pretty solid start.
Not
despite
bad.
The fitness thing.
Dorch, haha. And the Canucks are losing versus Vegas, just like anything else. Well, just not even working on it, as far as I know. Lacos1234.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm not.
I just heard he's sleeping most of the time. Anytime I message him, it's just because he's
sleeping.
He's sleeping.
What's sleeping? That's probably because we're up to about 18 different chat programs we're using right now.
Jeff is so lazy. I know. That's what I keep telling everybody. So 5-3-10. All right. So we've recovered a bit. Game versus Chicago coming up here. And we're actually just barely holding on to a playoff spot, but we're only 5 points out of first, too, which is Ottawa, ironically. It's number 1. So game versus Chicago. Lots of point-scoring streaks at this point. Boolean's actually only at 95%. Man, he's gonna have to work hard to get that up. Okay, how about this for a beatdown? We give up 6 shots. Hellebuck gives up 1 goal. We pour 49 on Chicago and win 3-1. That's a pretty not busy night. Patrick Kane is still there. Jonathan Toews retired, but he had bounced around a bit. They managed to dump his contract. Good to Creative should have won a Stanley Cup in the stream already. I told you Jeff programmed the game against me. That is the only reasonable assumption.
Yeah, it's my fault you can't win.
That's exactly it. Because you keep telling me to do something and then it doesn't work. And that usually works for me. That's what we usually hear. I think somebody should go back.
The one that won the Memorial Cup. I think that's still the only championship we've got in these streams, isn't it?
And I think so. You even took the Swiss winners and lost with them. Hellebuck's in for a game versus Islanders, up 2 fires, and picks up another 5-1 win, only making 14 saves. And so now we're starting to catch a bit of fire. What a difference it makes having 2 of our top 9 forwards back. Who could have guessed? Alright, game versus Toronto. We're going to throw Hart in because this is a back-to-back. Sim it out, and Hart picks up a 5-1 win. And just like that, we avenge our early defeat on the season.
We're going to have problems with the goalies in the offseason. They're both at the end of their contract.
I don't want to talk about this right now, and we just lost Rasmus Dahlin for a while. So he's out 1 to 2 weeks. All right, we'll just replace him with Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Quinn Boulian needs a break. He's down to 66%. I think Budu has the answer there, right there. It's obvious because we are not playing as the Canucks. You should have won the Cup before with the Canucks, right, Jeff? This will be like
Canucks are a long way from getting any more cups.
Like NBA Jam. Guy coded in, so the Pistons always could beat the Bulls easier.
Or whoever coded Bo Jackson for Tecmo Bowl. Had to be a Raiders fan.
Well, Bo knows. So Sammy Niku's now with Philadelphia. Interesting. All right, Boulian's up to 92%. That's good. Hellebuck starting. Both of our goalies are on fire. Simming out. And Hellebuck loses. Gives up 4 goals. 5th one in an empty net. Chris Kreider scored 4 goals. That's disappointing.
So is it time to do our check on how Detroit's doing in this game?
Soon. Not quite yet. Game versus Boston here. I haven't seen P-Wog in the chat yet, so he usually pops in here at some point. How are they?
And then we check, and then they're in. last place or second to last if they're having a good year.
All right, win for Florida. 3-0 shutout. And no, Quinn Bullion is expected to miss 3 months. Ooh.
Oh, well,
At this point, I'm almost tempted just to send him down.
yeah, I think that actually might make more sense. I mean, you're gonna. He needs somebody to go in to replace that spot. What he comes back? It's going to take a little while to get him in shape. That's going to be what, February-ish. How many games has he played at this point? If he's under 10, I'd say send him down.
Quinn Bullion has played 9.
So yeah, I mean, I think you have to. Otherwise, you're losing a year of eligibility.
I just re-signed one of our free agents
off the contract
to give us another defenseman, which was Jacob Larson, 2 stars. So he's currently on the roster. I guess we're sending him down. He has to go through waivers though, which is sad because he's 26. But I'd rather. Do we want keep Larson or do we bring up Haig?
I think bring up Haig. Wow, right. Big boy, 6'6", 255.
You know what though? Haig is a bigger cap hit.
Oh, what's he on? I didn't even look at the contract.
So Larson, I just signed for $855.
Oh, God, Haig is only $1 million, just over.
Yeah. All right, we'll try this. Add some more big guys. So Bullion comes out and is replaced with Haig. Larson, we're gonna send down, and hopefully he doesn't get taken. And we currently have $120,000. So we're going to send Bullion down to Rimouski. Not Rimouski, Rouyn-Noranda Huskies. Because he's going to be hurt for most of the year anyways. Dolan's still out for 1 to 2 weeks. If we need to make another move here, I'm going to send him to the injured list. I'm just going to take a quick peek at free agent defensemen anyways, because that's kind of what we need to look at here.
You mean, yeah, because nobody else is above 2 star or above 1.5 stars.
Yeah, so let's take a quick peek. Well, we could bring old man Keith in.
I mean, see what he wants. I bet you it's. Yeah, he wants like 1.8, so that's not going to work.
And a no movement clause.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, buddy. Alright, the younger the guy, the better chance.
John Moore wants just over $1 million.
I found a better guy who I'm going to sign. Madison Bowie wants $760,000.
Yeah, that's better.
But he wants a 2-year deal, but I'm okay with that.
He's only 28, yeah?
Yeah. Should I send him down too then, or should I keep him on the roster at 2 stars?
Send who down?
Madison Bowie, yeah. Maybe I'll keep him up for right now.
Yes, keep him up for the moment, and then...
We're going to give him jersey number... I'll give him number 4.
Chat question. Yeah, when we release the info, it'll be over all of those.
No, we're gonna just
Facebook,
release it on one thing. It's only gonna be on our Discord channel. It's the only spot.
Okay, that seems like a bad idea.
It'll be on.
Just do it over Adam's Instagram. They'll post a selfie of himself playing the game.
We've created 20 dummy Twitter accounts. You have to just try and find them. I'm kidding. Although that would be kind of funny. I would make sure you're following us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. On Twitter, we're at franchise hockey. And make sure you come to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com, and sign up for our newsletter. Those are all important things. If you don't want to miss something, that would be a good way to make sure you don't miss. And we lose 4-3 to St. Louis. Which is disappointing to say the least. Oh. Okay, that wasn't us. Okay, I got scared. I wasn't paying that much attention, and I just saw Bodine does not clear waivers claimed by Arrows. And I'm like, oh no, we lost Nick Bodine.
Oh, shot for stuff, Bodine.
Different Bodine. Okay. Whew. I didn't even realize I would have waived him, but I would have been
impressed considering we hadn't even put him on waivers, yeah.
And an overtime loss for the Rangers.
Starting to slip again. You had Hart and goal for this one?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But we're 9-5-1, so 19. So we've recovered through the month fairly nicely overall. Since it's November and Gudu is either probably lurking watching us or somehow paying attention, we'll take a look and see how Detroit's doing. You can see they just actually won versus Arizona here, 4-3, so perfect time to look. And Detroit is still in rebuild mode. 16 games played, they got 14 points.
Oh, it's like improvement.
Still there, doing okay. They picked up old man Shea Weber. I didn't realize that. He's been there for a while. They got Tyler Myers. They probably got the oldest defensive guys in our game pretty near.
I'm trying to get rid of Myers at least.
Well, they have them for
they're all in their mid-20s. So
Jason Dixon, a former guy we had, is Dickinson.
Oh, they got Claude Giroux too.
Yeah,
hanging on to.
Josh Hosang.
So if it's 5 years ago, this is a pretty good team.
Brett Murray, Ryan O'Reilly is there. Chavinko.
Taylor Hall.
Yeah, it's not Dante Fabro. Like there's some talent there. Just can't quite get it done. Nico Hischier is the top player. Unsurprised by this. Development report. Nobody's going down, so that's good. Case McCarthy's a little bit better. Suzuki's a little better. Quentin Bullion got better better balance.
We probably won't develop much for the next couple of months being out.
Xavier Simino jumped up, actually. He's up to 2.5 stars now. So he's preparing to be a call-up. At this point, it looks like I should have kept Robert Blight instead of sending him back down to the OHL. He's up to 2.5 stars out of 3. 15 points through 8 games. Not bad. Dave Schroeder's got 6 points in 5 games. Patrick Jorge is having a tough time.
Yeah, Schroeder, when he finally decides to leave college, is pretty much going to the NHL right away. That's
I really tried to get him there, but he just wouldn't sign.
Man really wants his degree.
Dota G says, will Steve Yzerman be updated once he returns to the Red Wings management? Well, he's going to be at least another year with Tampa Bay, I would imagine. Staying on as an advisor, and I doubt You probably are allowed to read that contract. But they said he has basically been commuting from Detroit. So, takes a toll on him and his family being away.
And if I've got a choice between living in Detroit and living in Tampa, anybody except Steve Yzerman. It's a pretty easy choice.
I don't know. But it's also possible he knows he might have. Yeah, he said he wants to return back home. Yes, his family lives in Detroit. He lives in Detroit part of the time. It didn't necessarily mean the organization. And Vinny Viola is good. That being said, I expect him to join the organization at some point again. And who knows, he could be Ken Holland's heir apparent. As who knows how much longer Holland's going to have a job. And we finally pick up another win, beating Ottawa and Garrett Sparks. We put up 50 shots, but they hold us to an overtime win. So good on him. Well, again, he's getting paid a lot of money by Tampa Bay for another year, so I doubt he leaves that role for a year. If they're going to let him advise from Detroit, there's no real reason to.
Yeah, Detroit would need to compensate Tampa if they want him sooner than that.
Which, I mean, again, I guess they could. I just don't see.
I mean, is Detroit really in a position? I mean, it wouldn't be cheap.